Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have wonderful guests in studio today. We have Michael Dunn. He's the Vice President of Busey Bank. Alongside him is Mark Reichelt, and he's the Assistant Branch Manager. So first off, thank you for being wonderful sponsors of Naperville Community Television. You sponsor Spotlight, which is our give back to the not-for-profits. And we couldn't do that show without you. So we thank you for that. But we thank you for being in the community. You're a little new to the community. So tell me a little bit about Busey Bank. You have 4 pillars?
Correct, yes, thank you. We have four pillars and 1 promise with Busey Bank. And our 4 pillars, our first is our associates. And quite frankly, we want to make sure that we bring on the best associates we can through the recruiting process, hiring the best folks, making sure that we have the best folks to help our clients. With the best employees, we're actually able to help our clients, give the clients the best service possible. With the best service, we're then able to, of course, have a very well-run organization, makes our shareholders very happy. Again, that's our 3rd pillar. And when the shareholders are happy, showing the profitability of the organization, we're able to help our communities in special ways, and indeed helping NCTV 17, helping youth services, 360 Youth Services, and helping Naperville Humane Society, and we have Loaves and Fishes. And by being able to give back to the community, I feel that Busey is doing a fantastic job and being able to grow.
That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit, before we dive into the community involvement, let's talk a little bit about your clients. You guys do a super job in serving your clients, and you have something called the State of the Client. What's that?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. The State of the Client, State of the Customer is something that Busey really focuses on, is taking the top level view of what our client feels of how we are doing. And we've been surveying clients for years, and these surveys, quite frankly, we have over 40% response rate from our clients, and with that, it really helps us see what we're doing right and what we can do differently and what we can do better. And with that, we've made some fantastic changes, and we've continued to do what the clients enjoy. But again, our focus is our client and making sure that we're giving them what they need.
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to add on that is they judge the surveys by promoters, so who promotes us basically. So we are about 15% higher than industry average on our clients are actually promoting us to other people, trying to get more people in.
That's great.
So it's great.
That's great. Well, you guys do have it. We've been down to the branch in off of Washington and Gartner, so it's a lovely branch and nice people. And you've put out a little bit of a brochure here that helps all that. But you guys are also doing something new at Busey and it's something called Private Client. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, Busey has had Private Client for quite some time, but First Community didn't have it, and we've rolled that out up here in the northern region. And again, Busey's Private Client is available to our clients. The next level, clients that bring in a certain level of relationship with us, we're able to offer them a certain suite of accounts. They actually have a dedicated financial advisor, a dedicated team that they work with in-house here in Naperville. It's just, again, our way of thanking our client for bringing their entire relationship to Busey.
Right. When you mention entire relationship, lots of times we have money scattered all around because we think that's smarter.
Right.
How does this Private Client, as you mentioned, is that a little reward for bringing it all together? And what's the advantage of keeping it all in one house?
Quite simply, the first advantage is having everything under one roof. Everything from your ATM card through estate planning we would be able to do in our location. We have tax planners, financial advisors, we have estate planners, and with that, anything you may need, you would come into the location, we would sit down with you and address those needs in the office.
Yeah, I feel with the implementation of Private Client in this area, I mean, Busey is really focusing on, you get your first bank account all the way till you're well established and affluent, so it just covers all stages of banking for everybody.
Well, and I often think that banking has shifted so much now that many of us don't have a relationship with a physical bank. We have a relationship with our ATM,
right,
and our tablet.
Sure.
And but with Busey being that community bank, you kind of service all generation.
Correct.
Because I can come visit you at the branch, and I can drive through the branch, or I can go to the ATM, or I can go online. So it's kind of, you guys have to really be wide. We
do focus on the community service, if you will. We focus on the community bank feel, but when you're vacationing out of the country, you're able to bank through Busey. When you are vacationing in different parts of the country, you're able to bank through Busey. When you're in town, you're able to bank with Busey, and that's our focus, is being able to make sure you can handle your banking no matter where you are.
when Busey came into the community, how did that broaden our community bank? Because we love our community bank, but you mentioned that you can do all this thing. So that's what makes the community bank a little bit different. You've got that feel, but you still, with Busey now, we have a bigger reach.
First Community had 9 locations. Now we have 9 locations in the northern region, but yet you have 80 plus offices across the Midwest. We actually are in 4 states, currently Florida, Missouri, Indiana, and Illinois. The majority, of course, are in Illinois. Having said that, you're able to travel across the country and still do your banking, but yet our goal is to have our clients come into the banking center, meet with us, and be able to have us address their financial needs face to face. Or for that matter, we're able to meet them at their place of business. We do a lot of business banking, a lot of commercial lending, and we do meet with our clients at their businesses, of course.
Well, I often think people forget that their community bank or the bank, they have their ATM can do so much, whether it be business or whether it be a home mortgage. You do a lot in that branch.
Yeah, we do. We cover everything in the branch. So we get your car loan, your first checking account, your mortgage refinance. Basically, we full service everything.
That's great. And we just don't think about coming in and talking to you about it. And so we need to engage that a little bit more rather than something online or something through a third person market there.
Well, to Mark's point, we do things at Busey that most banks around here won't do, which is RV loans, boat loans, home equity loans, and we do all that, again, as Mark said, in-house. And so you were just mentioning third party. If you are going to be buying a large ticket item, we can actually handle it in the banking center as well. And that's, again, the difference. Most people will be buying items and they think that they can finance that through the organization that they're buying the item through, but yet we have that as their local bank. We can actually handle that.
And I think people need to stop and pause on that a little bit, because I think it'd be nicer to talk to you guys about all the ins and outs of a large car loan versus the guy who's trying to sell me that car. So in some ways, I think it gives you a little bit more security. So let's talk a little bit about your community involvement. We mentioned off the top that you're a proud partner here with NCTV 17. Tell me a little bit, why is that so important that banks are involved in the community?
If you're not involved in the community, you're just missing so much. Naperville is such an amazing community, and to be involved in the community and see what we have to offer here to the community is amazing. And we've taken time. And again, I just want to mention 360 Youth Services and Loaves and Fishes and the Naperville Humane Society, and on it goes. There are so many organizations that we support, and we love it. We're able to have a direct involvement with these organizations within the community, and by them succeeding, we of course are able to succeed. We're able to see the community thrive, and the support that we've given is in many levels, both monetary, the being able to help them with the volunteer hours, being able to help them with some of our expertise, whether we're on a board or whether we're on an advisory committee. Anything that we can do, we would love an opportunity to do that.
Well, and banks play such an important role that way in the community that, whether it be, a donation or whether it be people, you guys are here to help, and that is so important for the not-for-profit and for the health of the community. When the business community thrives, the community thrives. So thank you for playing a wonderful role in our community and being such good corporate citizens. We appreciate it so very much, and we're going to be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.